Hi friends. How are you? Fine. Very good. So this is our fifth poem. First, you remember my mother at 66, personal experience. Second, an elementary school classroom in a slum, that is social action, call for social action. The divide between the two, bridge the gap, or you can say, is pointing out the divide between the haves and have-nots, children. Third poem, keeping quiet. This has got a global concern. And fourth one, a thing of beauty. That is nothing to do with the outside world. Like that you can say of my mother at 66, but my mother at 66 is more personal. But in this, a thing of beauty is it's a general statement. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, but it's only about beauty. It's only about beautiful things of nature. How beautiful things of nature help you. That's to keep you happy in life. Now we have got the fifth poem. That is A Roadside Stand by Robert Frost. A roadside stand. Roadside stand by a shack. S-H-A-C-K, shack. That's the roadside stand means a shack. S-H-A-C-K. CBSE 12. Yes. So that is shack means. I hope you understand shack. Now that's about the roadside shack. Now this is, actually it is a satire. Not a satire like that written by Alexander Pope or John Dryden or George Orwell, that is Animal Farm, or Samuel Butler, everyone, and so on. Not that. But it is like Chaucer. And Chaucer, the first national poet of England, so when he speaks about the corruption in the clergy, then he says, there is a very famous line, if gold rusts, what can iron do? Or what shall iron do? Gold is clergy, iron is laity. So a contrast is there. If gold rusts, if the clergy is corrupt, what can iron do? Iron is laity, the common people. So that's the contrast. Here you find almost the contrast. The poem is built on this. The structural principle is contrast. The contrast between city people and the people in the countryside, villages, peasants, the poor people. That is the contrast. And when you go through the poem, you will find that there are many expressions that tell you it is a gentle fooling. That is satire, ridicule, but not very sharp and not destructive ridicule, but it is a ridicule. And it is, in fact, the foolishness and the wickedness of the city people. Here it is the wickedness of the city people, highlighting the wickedness of the city people. Now about the poet. The poet is a poet of rural life. A simple language he uses, as you can see here, but profound ideas. 4-time winner of Pulitzer Prize, special prize for poetry. Poems end with the revelation. At the end you have got a revelation. It's a new idea. Most popular and highly acclaimed American poets. One of the most quoted poets. I think that you probably might have seen. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. Miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. Oft quoted. And it can be quoted for any context, that's the thing. You know the famous poem, beautiful poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. Then you think we also Almost every occasion we hear this, no? I took the one less traveled way, and that has made all the difference. That is the road not taken. Two roads is it. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. And sorry, I could not travel both. And finally he says, I took the one less traveled way. Very often you say, when you take a different idea, you put up a different idea, you will say, I take the one less traveled way. That means, I don't agree with the majority, I have got a separate idea. Or, mending walls, that most famous, good fences make good neighbors. Isn't it? Good fences make good neighbors. Or after apple picking. These are all famous poems of Robert Frost. My long two-pointed ladders sticking through a tree toward heaven's tree. Two-pointed sticking through a tree toward heaven's tree. Very often that in many contexts we can quote. And birches, be a swinger of birches. These are quoted very often. That's why I said these very oft quoted poets. So I told him about the poet, about his characters, the character qualities or characteristics of his works, that he's a poet of rural life. People, simple people. You can say it's like Wordsworth. Wordsworth was also a poet of the villages, poor, the rustic people. And nature also. Here also he is interested in nature. But the difference between Wordsworth and Frost, one word I can say that Frost doesn't see God in nature. But the other way, Wordsworth was his pantheism. Everywhere you find the presence of God. Now we are not comparing all those things, but that will be we are moving away from the main point. Now I think so far it's over. Revelation. So see at the end of stopping the woods on a snowy evening, he says, miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. Pandit Nehru used to, not used to, but kept these 4 lines on his table. It has been said. So that is, the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to you. And miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. You can never forget those lines. And they are so tremendous influence. So such a poet has written a roadside stand. It's about rural life. Right only it's a satire. How do we know that? It's about city life, city money. And city life, what is the peculiarity? It is artificial life. Extreme selfishness of city people. Then not at all, they are not human. They have no human considerations. That is what city life and city money. Here I highlight this. A second point you can see the attitude of towards the rural people, the city people's life, attitude towards the rural people, inhuman and insensitive. You will see that further when you read the poem. And next evidence is that people mercifully gathered. That is irony. The civic authorities, they want to relocate these poor people. And see, the poet uses the word irony, full of irony, means what you say and what you mean, there is a gap. Or what you say is the opposite of what you mean, that is irony. It says people mercifully gathered. Oh, the civic authorities and the party in power is very, very, very merciful towards these people. So they are saying, please relocate. Then he calls these people, these civic authorities, greedy good doers. As an oxymoron, regularly irregular. The student attends the class regularly. He comes to the class. He is regularly irregular. Once in a year he comes. So that is good, greedy good doers. What is more than that, what do you want? But the next one is beneficent beasts of prey. Another oxymoron. Prey. They are in search of victims. And they appear as beneficent people, benevolent, good people. And actually what they want to do, they want to do harm to these people. And continues such kind of expressions, the poet continues, enforcing benefits. You can underline this in the poem. Enforcing. Say, I don't want. No, you should. Your stomach is full. You have eaten 2 biryanis or something there. And one more biryani is given to you. What will you do? And then you compelling him, forcing him. Come, eat. You will become sick. That is, again, another, you can say, irony. Enforcing benefits. Soothe them out of their wits. Soothe them out of their wits, means silence them. Make them slaves. There means the poor people. Destroy their sleeping, forcing them to change their lifestyle. They used to work during the day and sleep at night. Here, during the day also they have to sleep, if this relocation takes place. The polished traffic with a mind ahead. Polished traffic, BMWs, Jaguar, or what I don't know, what are the other luxury cars. I know only up to BMW, as well as a BMW. So they are moving, polished, very rich, luxury. And ahead means they don't care, left, right, they don't look arrogant and proud. These are expressions in this poem, you can underline. Then polished traffic with a mind ahead. Their mind is also, they are arrogant minds. They don't care for these people. How do we know that? Having the landscape marked with artless paint. So the roadside stand, they have put up some signboards. Like, we sell the produce, or we sell products cultivated by us, etc. Something is written there. And seeing that, these people say, what kind of board is this? It destroys the beauty of this place. Or the stand itself, the shack itself. They say, why they have this? This is a highway, beautiful highway. So they are just attacking these people instead of showing any sympathy for them. The Polish, they are having them. The ends and S stand wrong. They are not painters. They are not artists. They are poor people. And they are the end, maybe slight difference. Or yes, maybe. And they are criticizing. They have time for that. Rich people, they have time for that. They have not time to stop and buy something. That is the thing. Using the yard to back and turn around. Someday they stop, break. Then what do you do? They use the yard of these poor people for taking reverse. Turn back. Not for buying anything from them and encouraging them, no. Using the yard. And then again, and there to ask the way. Some of them come and stop. And say, what is how to, in what direction should we go for going to such and such a place? Asking the way. Or do you know this particular building, the school, etc. Just is it a public relations office and they come and ask for such kind of things? Or a police post? Those people are there. They have got their produce, their farm produce, fresh from the field, organic cultivation and all those things. They are waiting. Will you buy this? If we buy, we will get some money and we can also live like you people. Instead they are, oh, what is the, which way to take for the going there? What way to go? We are to go for acts studies. Using the air and asking the way. Another to ask for gas. That is the worst thing. It's a vegetable vendor. You get tomato and other thing, onion and so on. Or cauliflower. Somebody comes, do we have gas here? Do you have gas here? How can there be gas? Gas means petrol. Just for making fun of these people. So these expressions, you can underline this, definitely show that this is a satire. And the structural principle is contrast. As Chaucer, I gave you the example. In the general prologue to Canterbury Tales, you will find this. Then he is speaking about the poor parson, the poor priest of the town. The poor person of the town, that is the poor person of the town. Chaucer says, if gold rusts, what will iron do? What shall iron do? Like that. Contrast between the townspeople and the city people and the villages. This is the best way to bring out or highlight the wickedness, the extreme selfishness, the callous, C-A-L-L-O-U-S, callous attitude, stone-like attitude of these people, who have no sympathy or empathy for these poor people. Who may be a farmer, he might have made a roadside shed, this to sell his farm produce without taking the help of middlemen, maybe. And he is anxiously waiting. This passers-by will stop there, seeing these fresh things, and by instead, what are they doing? They are asking for gas. They are asking which way to go which way to take to reach that particular place. They are using their yard for taking rivers. What a pity. They don't know. Instead they find fault. The signboard, it creates beauty. It destroys the beauty of this place. Or your stand, your roadside stand is protruding and it creates traffic problems for us. What is it? You see, the S written on the board and the N written on the board. What is it? It's like as if some illiterate person has written this. Understand? So that is their attitude. To highlight this, how the simple rural people, they live a life with what great difficulty they are leading a hand-to-mouth life. They find it difficult to make both ends meet. Sometimes they go to Hollywood movies. There they find this luxury and the life, stylish life of the heroes and heroine. They also want to become like that. That's not a mistake. That's not you cannot say that is that is something that cannot be done, or that is something forbidden to think like that. Isn't it? See, when you see this heroes and heroines and dance and music, so you also feel, if I had money, I could also do that. They see big buildings like that, they are making bungalows. If I had money, I could. That's human. But these people, they are making fun of the city people. And they want to relocate them from this beautiful place that is the village, the country life, the pure air, unpolluted air. These people, they want to build some mall or theatre or something like that in the place where they live now. So it's about that the poet is here. The poet is highlighting or focusing or calling your attention. And once again I will show you, see, if you have got the text with you, underline and then see whether it is a satire or not. You can see, like this. It is a satire on city people, city life, city money. Their attitudes, there means the attitude of the city people towards the rural people. You saw now already, finding fault with them. And they don't care, no empathy. People mercifully gather. People mercifully gather. Mercifully means they are taking them out to relocate, and that is for good purpose, they say. Because they are the civic authorities are kind to them. That is why I said the irony. Then greedy good doers, oxymoron. They appear to be good doers, but they are greedy. They want to erect huge buildings here. Because the site here is very cheap. Secondary site. They want to move them out. Beneficent beasts of prey. Beast. What a strong expression is that. The city people, they are, the civic authorities or the party in power, they are beasts, not humans, they are animals. Beasts, cruel animals. Enforcing benefits. I already told you, enforcing benefit. I say, see, if you go there, these benefits are there. Enforcing benefit. Soothe them out of their wits. That is, making them silent. Take them to a place, to an unknown place, unfamiliar place, they become silent. They don't know, they cannot think further. Destroy their sleeping. These poor farmers, they sleep at night and work during day. Since they are working, toiling during the day, they get very good sleep. But they want to change their lifestyle by giving them some money for the property that they are going to take. Not as a charity. The polished traffic with the mind ahead. That is luxury cars. The arrogant people driving. Having the landscape marked with artless paint. They find fault with these people about looking at their signboards. You have spoiled it. Or a canvas, a little bit of which is, end of which is projecting towards the highway. They say, you have spoiled this. The beauty of this place. What is this? And having the landscape. N and S turned wrong. The N and S written on the signboard. They say, this is wrong. You don't know how to write N. You don't know how to write S. What fools are you? Using the yard to back and turn around. That is taking a reverse. The poor people, when a car stops, a polished traffic with the mind ahead stops, they will think, now they will buy something, they will buy something. And they are, what is this? N and S. And next is this, they don't speak. The farmer will say, hello, you are welcome, very nice, you have come. So we have got fresh from the farm, fruits, vegetables. He doesn't even look at. Understand? Arrogant. And another to ask the way. Another person stops. Here is one person stops for taking reverse. Another person, which way to go? Which way to go? This way or that way? Then another to ask the way, another to ask for gas in a vegetable vendor shop. That is the worst thing that you can do. You go to a textile shop and ask for meat. Packed meat, or say you ask for fish. What will that owner of the textile shop do to you? He will take a gun and shoot you. He will not do that, because that he knows he will have to. After that, his life will be a tragedy. So he will not do that, but he will tell you some good things to you. Isn't it? He will use very good language. which you will never forget. Look at them, this is what they are doing. What a hopeless situation. Another poet in a very simple language, we can see. You underline these expressions in your text. Thus we can establish the fact that this is a satire, which is built on the structural principle of contrast, with a lot of irony, sprinkling of irony in oxymorons. Oxymoron is a figure of speech, you can see. Beasts of prey, isn't it? Greedy good doers. Oxymoron and alliteration of greedy good. The repetition of the first sound, first letters of those words. So now I think that is, I have made things clear to you. That is about the poets. The two most important points to remember is he is a poet of rural life and he is oft quoted. I gave you examples of 4 poems, 4 or 5 poems. One is Stopping by Woods, then Road Not Taken, and then Mending Walls, After Apple Picking, and Birches. They are famous poems. You must read. Definitely. You can read tomorrow's. Then come. So you get a feel of Robert Frost. In studying poetry, you should get the feel of the author. See, Stephen Spender, anytime, he is a man who writes leftist literature. Immediately you will say that. Pablo Neruda, then immediately he has got some global vision. Global vision, that's the thing. Isn't it? So that is the feel that you get. My mother is 66. It's about her personal life and all. She's in that way, she's a very loving poet now, isn't it? And then you have got keeping a beauty. Keats, John Keats means the poet of sensuousness. Sensuous. You see everything in front of you like as a picture on a canvas. Isn't it? A thing of beauty is joyful. Then he explains what do you mean by that. The blessings, how it can help you when you are in difficulty. And what are the things of beauty? Can be tales of great men, sun, moon, clear rills, streams, mountains, valleys, idyllic atmosphere, and all those things. Now here we got a poet who is very simple. But at the end of the poem, you have got a revelation. Miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. So let us for the time being say bye. We will meet again in the near future. Till then, have a nice time. Keep smiling.